Hello folks, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 28, 2021. We will quickly talk about beaten down mid-cap stocks today. So with that, let's quickly look at the futures here. Futures are indicating a lower start today with the S&P 500 showing a down tick here. It's a down day today, at least at the opening. So it's good to buy some quality names here. And as you look through here, we got uh, Nasdaq futures also pointing down. It's a potentially a second down day for Nasdaq. We should look at some good names in the Nasdaq also. And then we got here Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's also pointing to a lower open here. We could look at this as a buying opportunity. And we got S&P, and we got here Russell 2000 also pointing to a lower open here. So I think it may be a down day at the open here. Could be good to look at some quality names and buy. And then as you look through here, some of the other areas like gold and bonds. So bond is selling off. That tells you interest rates may be going higher as you go forward. That's why bond is selling off. And as you look through here, crude oil is a strong area here. Crude oil is going higher continuously. I think energy names, we should take a look at energy names like ExxonMobil, Chevron. I would not chase them at these levels. As they come down, it's good to buy. Right now, it's already higher. We would wait for a little pullback in the energy. Gold, on the other hand, you could buy some nice gold companies here. Gold is dropping off as you can see here. There are great gold stocks. You could even buy gold ETF like GLD or GDX and good names like A Barrick Gold and some gold stocks you could buy, accumulate as gold is dropping off here. And as you scan through here, dollar itself is in a downward trajectory here. That's helping crude oil and some of the commodity names. So with that, let's jump into beaten down mid cap stocks here and go from there. So if you look through here, I got a list of stocks, mainly mid cap, and right now they're beaten down. So the way this is organized is I got here a 10-day performance. On a 10-day basis, we got stocks like ATUS, China Data. They're down big. As you can see here, ATUS Altis down 29% in 10 days. That tells you, right now it's in a downward trajectory here. And I think we should look at some of the beaten down names here and identify some strong candidates to buy. The way this chart is organized is I got stock price here and market cap and also what insiders and institutions are doing. It's very important to see what insiders and institutions are doing. For example, China Data. Right now, institutions are buying China Data. Stock is sold off as you can see here, low RSI. So it's good to buy some China Data along with these institutions. Company has got a nice gross margin. I think it's a good one here. And also low float, just 40 million shares float here. You could buy some China Data here. Also high short ratio. You could expect a short squeeze also here. And as you scan through, we got a few more stocks with the high institutions buying like YSG, Jenny, and we also have GOGL. We should look at such names here coupled with the low RSI indicated by here RSI. That's a good candidate to buy. And then you got sales and sales growth. I know many of your fundamental investors look at sales and sales growth. Anytime you see a positive sales growth and a positive gross margin combination greater than 40, that satisfies rule of 40. That's typically a good fundamental stock like Altis here. And also we have 1M, Herbalife, and so on and so forth. Those are fundamentally good companies. You could buy slowly into this weakness and go from there. And then we got net margin. Some companies also make money end of the day. Those are the stronger candidates like Altis here. And we got Herbalife still making money and Whip Shop and so on and so forth. You could look at such names here which end of the day make some money and also have got strong sales growth. And whenever you see a high debt to equity, just make sure you understand it, because these companies are taking too much debt on their balance sheet. For example, Wind Resort, even though I like it, I think maybe in this industry it's okay, but they got high debt load here. I still like Wind Resort and Melco here, given they are sold off completely, but keep in mind they got too much debt on the balance sheet. And then we got here IV Percentile and RSI. For the folks who are option traders, give importance to IV Percentile. When the IV Percentile is high and the RSI is low, you could sell them some put option underneath the stock price. On the other hand, when the IV Percentile is high and RSI is also high, then you could sell some call options at the top or a call spread and make some premium that way. And then we got your short ratio for you swing traders and waiting for a nice short squeeze. Look for a high short ratio coupled with a low RSI. That's typically a good formula for you to succeed in the short squeeze game. And we got few names here like Altis here. Altis, I would be a little careful. Normally, I like to do short squeeze when both RSI is low as well as IV percentile is low. Altis, I would wait a little bit. I would buy slowly. But on the other hand, other names like Chain or Data, it's safe here. It's not too volatile. At the same time, we got high short ratio, low RSI. I would focus on such names instead of high volatility names. It's okay to buy high volatility names, but understand stock can go up and down drastically. And we got few more names here. For example, 1M, you could make some money selling some put option underneath the stock price here. And same story with the cold here. You could sell some put option given RSI is also low, IV percentile is high. And look for the float. Many times, the short ratio is high. When the float is low, that's a good indication that there is not too much stock. It's all about supply demand. When the supply is less and people have shorted the stock, there is stock has to go up. So typically those are the stronger candidates. And also we got Hippo here. Float is zero, as you can see here, but looks like there is no short ratio here at this time. Typically when there is no supply of stocks here, that stock typically will go higher. And we got few more names as you can scan through. Dakio is one of my favorite stock here. Right now RSI is 42, tells you stock is oversold. Nice fundamental company. It's a solar company based in China. I would buy some Dakio given this weakness here and go from there. And also we got few more names. We got here Jenny, high short ratio, and as you can see a little higher and low float. I think that's a good one too. You could look at such names here. We got Figs here, same story, high short ratio, low float. And we got one more here, Oatly, same scenario. We could take a look at such names here and also look for how stock is doing from a performance perspective in last 1 day, 5 day, 10 days, so on and so forth. If a stock is sold off hard, showing some improvement in near term, for example stocks like we got Herbalife, Melco, Win, that's telling you these are turning around right now. So it's okay to buy such names when they have low RSI and go from there. I love many of these names here, especially ones where stock is sold off, showing some improvement. If you look through here, I also like Coursera here, COUR. Stock is sold off completely. RSI is 35. You could look at such names also here, and look at a few other names. I'm trying to look through here. IQ is also a good one here. Stock is sold off with low RSI, high short ratio. You could buy some IQ slowly and accumulate. So with that, look through what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. Look at the fundamentals of the company. Look for a low RSI if you're a buyer, combined with the high short ratio. That could be your formula for success. And also make sure float is not too high. I've highlighted float less than 100 million in green. So those are the things that you can look at and take advantage of. So with that, let's look at the next chart here. We got few more names. Gold stocks are sold off. You could look at stocks like um, KGC, Helka Mining, some of those stocks which are sold off drastically, and buy them into the weakness. I also like video game makers like Zynga here. Right now, RSI 31 stock is sold off. And for you swing traders looking for a short squeeze, look at the candidates here with the high short ratio and low RSI. Those can create a short squeeze. We got here Joy and Jinko Solar. Both can create short squeeze here. And we got few more names here with the um, Editas, one of my favorite stock here, high short ratio and low RSI, which is 46. And IV percentile is high. You could make some money selling some put options for Editas under the current stock price and play that way too. And as you scan through, we got few more stocks with a high short ratio like Academy Sports and also low RSI. You could also buy that slowly. And as you scan through, we got few more names here like MVIS as well as Sonova. Again, a solar stock. Looks like solar stocks are down off late. So with that, pay attention to what institutions are doing. We got high institutions buying here in some scenarios like Kinross, a good gold stock here, Butterfly, PACB, and so on and so forth. You should look at such stocks where there is a high institutional buying and a low RSI, nice sales growth that tells you fundamentally sound company, and go from there. As you look through here, I also like Tuya, Editas, even Gold, which is B2B Gold is also good. And we got few more here with the MVIS, so, also good. And as you scan through Sonova, again a good stock. So with that, let's look at few more names here. So as you scan through here, pay attention to what institutions are doing. High institution buying here with Fubo, uh, SHLS, and Riot Blockchain, as well as Allite. I would look at such names a little more carefully and play along with these big institutions. Look for the sales growth here. Nice fundamental companies with the nice quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin like Yamana Gold here. All the gold stocks are down. You could look at buying some Yamana Gold here, take advantage of the downturn. And also look at stocks like Riot Blockchain, which is down off late with the crypto crackdown. You could look at that one too. And Skechers, looks like Skechers has got low RSI. This stock, I've seen it's going up and down drastically. You could look at some Skechers here, take advantage. And Tal, China-based online education play, stock has dropped off significantly. We should take a look at some um, tall at these levels and go from there. Um, as you can see, a stock has dropped 95% from 52-week high. That's a huge drop. So also pay attention to short ratio here. Some cases we got high short ratio like Fubo and low RSI. Stock is showing some strength in shorter term one day. I would like to take a look at Fubo, buy Fubo into this weakness. And we also have one more here, Riot Blockchain. Same story, high short ratio, low RSI. I would buy some Fubo, Riot Blockchain at these levels. And also let's look at Fold here and DBRG, high short ratio and low RSI. I think that's also a good one here. And options traders, pay attention to IV percentile, a high IV percentile. As you can see here, we got one here, a Microvision, $9 stock. Don't buy call option at this point. Wait a little bit. And as you scan through here, we got one more with high IV percentile. Same story. Don't buy call option yet. Wait for it to cool off a little more. So with that, let's look at a few more names here. I think this is a quick cheat sheet for you. I will not go into detail. You could look through here. Let's look at few stocks that we talked about. Jump into Think or Swim platform and go from there. So as you scan through here, probably let's look at names like China Data is a good one to look at. And we could look at Herbalife, HLF, that's a good one. As you scan through here, IQ also we could look at, um, and Editas, one of my favorite company. Let's look at these names in a Thinkorswim and go from there. So let's go into a bigger chart here. So China Data, it's a China-based company. As you can see here, stock is kind of dropped off of late. In the meantime, RSI indicates it's very low right now. Stock is oversold. IV percentile is high. Don't buy call option here because IV percentile is so high, and folks are really, smart money is slowly flowing into the stock, indicated by uptick here on the balance volume. As you can see here, it's not much here. It's a negative right now. Stock is completely in the bearish territory with the red line above blue line. So right now chart is ugly. I would slowly accumulate, take advantage of this high short ratio here and institutions buying. And we could look at right blockchain here, RIOT, and with the cryptos dropping off late with the huge news in China crackdown, I would look at quality stocks like right blockchain, Marathon, BTBT. Stock has been selling off late, trying to consolidate, and right now it's bearish with the red line above blue line. Money is flowing out of the stock here. Check-in money flow is pretty constant. Stock chart is ugly right now. I would look at the right blockchain, take advantage of this drop, and go from there. And next is Herbalife. Stock has dropped of late. As you can scan through here, a huge drop, a big drop here. Stock is trying to consolidate. These are our opportunities to buy slowly into Herbalife, into this weakness here. Stock is right now ugly. Chart is ugly with the red line above blue line. On the balance volume is slowly ticking up. That's a good sign. People are trying to buy into Herbalife here. And we look at IQ, China-based company here. IQ, as you can see, a stock is a big drop, consolidating, slowly going down. But as you look through here, check-in money flow is telling you smart money is flowing into the stock. Chart is negative, it's ugly right now. I think it's okay to buy into IQ slowly into this weakness. And last not least, let's look at Editas. I like this company. As you scan through here, Editas is trying to go higher slowly. Right now, it's in a tight trading range here. RSI is 45, indicates it's in the middle of the road here. Smart money is not flowing in, but folks are buying this stock. On the balance volume is nicely trending here. And if you're an option trader, you could sell some put option, take advantage of high IV percentile, bring in some premium here. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe. Thank you.